al-murakkab. Al-murakkab. In the previous class, we have learnt as well the definition of murakkab. Murakkab is the combination of minimum two words. The combination of more than one word is called murakkab. Okay. Now there would be two types of murakkab. Two types of murakkab. Al-murakkabun nakis. Al-murakkabun nakis. What is meant by al-murakkabun nakis? Let me explain. The other type is al-murakkabut tam. Al-murakkabut tam. Al-murakkabun nakis, like if I say in English language, in the room. So obviously this is a compound, this is a murakkab, because it is the combination of minimum two words, rather it is the combination of three words. So obviously it is a compound, it is a murakkab, it is al-murakkabun nakis. Al-murakkabun nakis means the murakkab which does not give complete sense to you. So if it doesn't give a complete sense to you, then it would be al-murakkabun nakis, like fiddari. Fiddari. Fi means in. Ad-dari means the room. Fi means in. Alif lam means the, or ad-dar means room. Fiddari means in the room. Okay. So fiddari is a murakkab, but it is al-murakkabun nakis, because it is not giving you a complete sense. Because you have to ask, who is in the room? What is in the room? Okay, which thing is in the room? Okay, so there would be a lot of questions regarding this al-murakkabun nakis. So nakis means incomplete. Nakis means incomplete. Okay, dear student. So let me give you another example of al-murakkabun nakis, like tiflun jamilun. Tiflun jamilun means beautiful baby. So if I come to you and I say beautiful baby, so what is meant by beautiful baby? It doesn't mean tiflun jamilun doesn't mean there is a beautiful baby. Okay, if I say there is a beautiful baby, so obviously this sentence is giving a complete sense to you, but the translation is that beautiful baby. Okay, so if the translation of this murakkab had been like there is a beautiful baby or the baby is beautiful, then it would have given a complete sense to you. Okay, but the matter is not like that. The other type is al-murakkabut tam. Tam means complete. So obviously it means al-murakkabut tam is the murakkab which gives you a complete sense. Let me give you example. At-tiflu jamilun. It means at-tiflu jamilun means the baby is beautiful. It means the baby is beautiful. The baby is beautiful. You can say cute. Okay. So there is a huge difference between this compound and this compound. This is tiflun jamilun. This is at-tiflu. At-tiflu. This is tiflun without alif lam. It is with alif lam. At-tiflu jamilun. At-tiflu jamilun means this, the baby is beautiful, and tiflun jamilun means beautiful baby. So beautiful baby is an incomplete compound, despite the fact, on the other hand, whereas it is a complete compound. So it is what we call al-murakkabut tam. So right now you will not be able to understand the difference between these two compounds, because you have to learn about the difference between tiflun and at-tiflu. And in the next lectures, I will be describing the difference between tiflun and at-tiflu. Because we have put alif lam in the beginning and the translation has changed. The baby is beautiful. And if we do not put alif lam in the beginning, the translation would be like beautiful baby. So beautiful baby, the baby is beautiful. This is a complete sentence. But beautiful baby is not a complete sentence. Okay, dear students? So right now we will talk about al-murakkabut tam. Okay, dear students? Al-murakkabut tam. There are two types of al-murakkabut tam. Okay, just a 1 minute. Al-murakkabut tam. There are two types of al-murakkabut tam. Number one, al-jumlatul khabriyya. Al-jumlatul khabriyya. And number two, al-jumlatul insha'iyya. If you have learned about English linguistics, so the only one word would be enough for you to understand this concept. In this sentence there is truth value, in this sentence there is no truth value. Let me explain what is truth value. Al-jumlatul khabariyya and al-jumlatul insha'iyya. Al-jumlatul khabariyya is a sentence which is considered as a true or false. Al-jumlatul khabariyya is a sentence. You know, al-murakkabut tam is also called kalam. It is also called jumla. It is also known as al-murakkabul mufid. Okay, so there are multiple names of the same terminology. So we call it generally we call it al-jumla. Okay, so there are two types of al-jumla. Al-jumla means sentence. It is also a sentence. Okay, and it is just a phrase. Okay, dear students? So there are two types of sentence, al-jumlatul khabriyya and al-jumlatul insha'iyya. Al-jumlatul khabriyya is the sentence which is considered as a true or false. Okay, and al-jumlatul insha'iyya is a sentence which cannot be, I am not saying which is not considered, which cannot be considered as a true or false. Let me give you examples. Okay, if I say Zaidun qa'imun, Zaidun qa'imun means Zaid is standing. So if I say Zaid is standing, so obviously either I am speaking truth or false, because there would be either in real life Zaid is standing or not. So if in reality Zaid is really standing, so it means this sentence is a true. And if Zaid is not standing, it means this sentence is not true. This is a false. So Zaidun qa'imun has both options. Either it would be wrong or it would be right. Okay, so there would be the concept of right and wrong, there would be the concept of true or false. So this is what we call truth value. If a sentence is able to be considered as a true or false, so this ability is called truth value. Listen to me again. If a sentence is able to be considered as a true or false, so it means this ability of the sentence is truth value. Truth value. Truth value. This truth value. Truth value. And each and every sentence has no truth value necessarily. Like al-jumlatul insha'iyya. If I say qum, means stand, stand up. So if I say stand up, so can you say the sentence, the imperative sentence, stand up is a true or false? You cannot say, because the sentence stand up is not able to be considered as a true or false. Am I right? Because there is no truth value stand up. So imperative sentences cannot be considered as a true or false, because they are not to be able to be considered as a true or false. Okay, dear students. So al jumlatul khabariya is a sentence which you can call true or false. Al jumlatul inshaiya is a sentence which you cannot call true or false, like all the imperative sentences. Okay, dear students. So I hope you will have understood it. So far it's enough. Just stay connected to us in order to watch the other videos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.